Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Contreras. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. The hand to the running back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Anger. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They're trying to get to it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. The give to the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give on the counter. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to...
Touchdown, Texas! Reeled it in and just made the house call. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Texas Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
And the Sun Devils racing to the line in a hurry-up. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Sun Devils are flying down the field.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Slings it. Finds a man on the left. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Anger. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hands it off. And the Longhorns will keep this drive going.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully and get the first down, and that's all that matters.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On second down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab. Ball's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass, then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll give it to him again. They knock him down right there. They got nothing on the last play, and 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. Just flicking away, just dismissing tackles. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona! field position was bad, the finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Scanning the field, it's Anger. Fires to the tight end. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got him this time. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab outside. It's Rojas. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
And Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
The Longhorns will have it first and 10. He wants to throw. Fires on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Second and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Anger. And the defense gets to the quarterback. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And, you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fair catch called for and made. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Anger. He's right on target. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Off play action. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his man. It's Rojas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Bowling Green is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. He's going to pass on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you've got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They move the tight end all over. Back to throw, it's Anger. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Ready to fire from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion from the offense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniffed that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Complete out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Miles. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miles. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Got some room headed to the goal line. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertical.
And more yards after contact. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. It's a draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They're testing the right side here.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He rifles one deep to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his target down the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Using the quick game. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Akbar. Tackled immediately after the catch. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. He lofts it high, high and deep down the left side. Fires the pass, intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Moves around to clear up the vision. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On the run, fires downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positives today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking for a man. It's Anger. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.